Just days after Ohio health officials said we are in the early phases of an endemic, new concerns tonight about COVID.
A new variant called the stealth variant is forcing the lockdown of 2 cities in northern China. This is COVID cases are beginning to spike again in parts of Europe. Here in Northeast Ohio, elected officials and churches are taking this day to look back, remember what we have lost during the pandemic, and discuss what could be ahead. They're set to gather right now. Emma Henderson is live in downtown.
Hi, Russ. We're part of the early arrivals group. We're actually here at 6. This is when everyone who is participating is getting here, and then the general public is going to be here for the service that starts at 7. Now, this is all part of a healing process. So I dropped by earlier today at one of the churches that's participating that was holding a special prayer service. Sanctuary, a place of refuge or safety. For 2 years, many people's homes became their sanctuary. But now, as they return back to worship, they're finding refuge with each other, able to mourn together.
We've lost more in the last 2 years than we have lost probably collectively in the last almost 40 years that I've been here at this church.
Senior pastor Dr. Larry L. Macon Sr. has a flock of about 5,000 at Mount Zion. As they return, several are missing. Also missing the closure of a funeral service, many trying to cope with the death of a loved one alone.
Many people are still stuck in certain stages of grief. And so there's some people who are still angry about losing a loved one. Family are still lonely and going through struggles.
Tonight, people of all faiths can find sanctuary in unity, not only to mourn those who are lost, but to celebrate those who overcame, and a community that's still standing 2 years later.
A friend of mine had COVID. She was in the hospital for over a month on the ventilator. And she came out of it. And the doctors looked at her and said, "You are a miracle."
Now, those miracles and also the people who were lost in the pandemic are who are going to be honored tonight during this prayer service. They're expecting at least 100 people to fill these seats behind me coming up at 7, and then they'll have a vigil following that. Russ?
Okay, Emma Henderson in downtown Cleveland. Thank you.